We just got the scrapbook delivery, so we're gonna open the first box. Ah. My scrapbook album is finally here. I'm so excited that I can finally show you guys what I've been working on these past few months. The albums are finally here. I opened them all the other week, and the relief I felt when they were all in one piece and they all came perfectly. Amazing. So good. So the album is a little bit bigger than an A5 size. I just feel like this is my favorite size to work with because it's not one of those big like 12 by 12 inch like massive scrapbooks and you just feel overwhelmed with all the space that you have to fill, or it's not too small and you're like struggling to fit stuff in. So A5, perfect size. I made the pages 220 GSM just because when I'm scrapbooking, I know I like to use a lot of fabric and cardboard and charms and like very heavy kind of stuff, so I didn't want thin flimsy paper, so a higher GSM like that was literally the only way to go. I also made it so there's a protective page in between so that when you close the album your photos and like keepsakes don't get stuck together. This always used to happen with my first album and it would annoy me so much because I'd open it up and like things would rip off and things would get caught, and I was like, okay, there always needs to be a protective layer. Like, so this one has that and I'm in love. Also, I got some journal clamps made, so I'm going to include one of those in each album order, and then I'll also have them available just by themselves on the website in case you want to buy more. They come in green, blue, pink, and beige. So I've also made a code just for the YouTube girls, so I'll put that on the screen and you can use that when you go to my website if you want a little discount. Welcome back to another scrapbook with me. Today's video is exciting because I'm scrapbooking in my new scrapbook album, which just feels so exciting, like, oh my god. So the first page is going to be a birthday spread. My birthday was back in December, so that means I haven't scrapbooked in a while. So I'm just starting out by cutting out this photo. I'm leaving a slight border around, so I'm not like precisely cutting on every single edge. These are the presents Nick got me. He got me a new film camera, which I am obsessed with. I mean, I'm obsessed with shooting on it. I actually haven't gotten anything developed yet, but I took the first roll to get developed like last week, so I probably should get them like any day now. So I'll probably post them on Instagram or something, but I just hope they come back well. Like, there's literally nothing worse than when you get them back and it's just like your fingers in front of the lens, or like, I don't know, the photos are just like super blurry and can't even tell what it is. So now I'm gonna cut out some cupcakes. These were so good. I made like a lemon buttercream icing, and then I also made lemon curd to put in the middle, and I really outdid myself that day. Like, they were so good, and with the fig and the flowers, like, oh, and then I dried out some lemons as well to put on top. So of course I had to keep the wrapping paper that Nick used to wrap my presents. He told me he was looking for ages around the shops trying to find double-sided wrapping paper because he knows that's my favorite. And then he finally found some at Kiki K. So of course I have to scrapbook it. I'm just going to use my glue dots on each side just to pin it in place. Just to glue it in place. Then I'm just going to fold this edge over and then crease it so that when I pull it back down I can see exactly where to cut with the scissors. Now I'm just going to make a little slit in this photo so I can easily rip it down the middle. The photos never rip if you don't like cut a little slit in them, just because they're so thick and glossy. So I'm just going to stick that down with glue dots as well. I had to get new glue dots because the ones I usually get on Amazon are not available anymore. But I linked these ones in my storefront as well, and they're working fine. I actually kind of love them better because they come with like giant dots as well. It comes in a pack of like 1,000, which is honestly perfect when you're scrapbooking because you kind of use a lot. I made sure to print quite a few of these photos. Even some photos were exactly the same, but I just wanted to print duplicates because I knew I wanted to do like... In my last video, I spoke about like that 3D layering effect where you get 3 of the same photo and kind of pile them on top of each other slightly off. I didn't end up doing that here, but I did kind of cut out like a mini version of me, but I felt like that looked weird. I don't know. I feel like 2 layers is enough. 3 just would have been like a bit much. So at first I was playing around with this photo on the paper and I just felt like it kind of disappeared into the wrapping paper. So instead I put it on the other side of the paper and just cut around it like this. I just feel like it adds a little something extra and gives it a bit more of a border so you can actually see it clearly. It's kind of subtle actually, but I kind of wish I left a little more of a background just so you could see the little birthday cakes that were on that side. Now I'm using my double-sided tape just to put down the side to, of course, put some lace, my favorite thing to add to a page. So I just folded that edge just so it doesn't stick out or fray or anything. And then just glued it down there, cut off the excess and folded that side as well. Usually I find a lot of my lace and ribbons and everything at op shops, but I haven't been able to find any recently. I have been finding a lot of like vintage sewing patterns though, and they're so good at the op shop because they're literally like 20 cents or like $1 at most. I'm always a little bit worried that like a piece of the pattern might be missing though, and obviously I'm not going to take out the whole thing and like spread everything out on the floor of the op shop. But I don't know, for 20 cents, that is the risk that you take. So I feel like it could be cool to like do some sewing videos on YouTube as well. But I don't know, let me know, like, should I just stick to scrapbooking or should I post some sewing stuff as well? A hand holding something has to be on every page. It's kind of just a rule in my head. It's a rule. When I got these photos printed, I went to a different Kmart than usual and they came out really warped, like they came out so curled. So I got home and I put them in a little folder and then I put them in my book press and I left them there for like a week, and then I opened it and I feel like the ink, I don't know, everything looks a bit desaturated and the colors look a bit off, and I wonder if that's because of the printer or because of me literally putting them in a envelope and then like pressing them for so long. So I'm just adding some little letter stickers to make a little title for the page. This year I think I want to make sure I put some text on every page, because last year there were a lot of pages that just didn't have any writing or like handwritten notes or stickers or anything, and I was like, oh, I kind of want to look back and just have some sort of title. Oh, okay, I'm adding some cupcakes. I just feel like these look so cute. Okay, secret. These little cupcakes may or may not be coming in some little stickers soon because I'm getting some made. I don't know if I should tell you that yet, but we'll see if it stays in the edit. Okay, I feel like this little hand was getting lost in the background, similar to that other photo, so I'm just gonna take it off. Nothing ripped, thank gosh. I'm just going to add some of this velvet ribbon behind just to make it pop a little bit. Plus, I feel like this page needed a little bit more green. Well, this page is done. I feel like starting a new scrapbook just gets me so excited because you just want to fill every single page. So this year, I just really want to try and scrapbook a lot more and fill this album and the next one and the next one. Like, I just can't stress enough like how good of a feeling it is to go back in your past albums and just like reminisce, which is my favorite thing to do. You can use the code YouTubeGirly for a little discount on my shop if you want to buy an album. Yeah, thanks for watching.